26 things dogs hate and wish you'd stop doing. So here's something that might blow your mind. Your dog, the one who greets you like you've been gone for years when you just took out the trash, actually has a mental list of things you do that drive them absolutely crazy. No kidding, we're talking about behaviors that make your furry best friend think, "Oh come on, human, not this again." And some of these might surprise you. Alright, so you think you know your dog pretty well, right? You've got the feeding schedule down. You know exactly where they like to be scratched. And you can tell when they need to go out just by looking at their face. But here's the thing, most of us are doing stuff every single day that our dogs absolutely hate, and they can't exactly sit us down and have a heart-to-heart about it. So today, we're diving deep into the canine mind. We're talking about 26 things that dogs genuinely wish we'd stop doing. Some of these are gonna make you feel bad, others might make you laugh, and a few, well, they might completely change how you interact with your four-legged friend. Okay, let's get into it. Hugging them. Yeah, I know. This one hurts. You love your dog loves you, so hugging should be natural, right? Wrong. See, dogs don't hug each other. When a dog puts their paws or body weight on another dog, it's usually a dominance thing. So when we wrap our arms around them, they're thinking, why is my human trying to assert dominance over me right now? Most dogs will tolerate it because they love us. But you know what? That doesn't mean they enjoy it. Staring directly into their eyes, alright. So this one's tricky because we humans see eye contact as connection, as love. But in dog language, sustained eye contact is a challenge. It's like walking up to someone and saying, "You wanna fight?" Now here's the twist. Dogs who've lived with humans for a long time learn that our staring means something different. But deep down, it still makes them uncomfortable patting their head. This is wild because literally everyone does this. You see a cute dog, you pat their head, but think about it from their perspective. A giant hand coming down from above, right toward their most vulnerable spot. That's not comforting. That's terrifying. Dogs much prefer being scratched under the chin or behind the ears. Same affection, way less anxiety. Waking them up suddenly. You know how you feel when someone shakes you awake from a deep sleep. Yeah, dogs hate that too. And unlike us, they can't process where they are and what's happening as quickly. A startled dog might snap or bite, not because they're mean, but because they're confused and scared. Using baby talk. Okay, this one's controversial because some dogs actually seem to like it. But here's the thing, most adult dogs find baby talk condescending. They're not babies, they're intelligent creatures who can pick up on our tone and energy. A calm, confident voice works way better than "who's a good boy?" "Who's a good little baby?" Dressing them up. Look, I get it. Tiny sweaters are adorable. But unless it's actually cold outside, most dogs hate being dressed up. It restricts their movement, messes with their natural temperature regulation, and honestly, it's embarrassing for them. Dogs have their own fur coats for a reason. Forcing socialization. Oh, my dog needs to be social, so I'm gonna force them to interact with every dog and person we meet. No. Just no. Some dogs are introverts. Some dogs have had bad experiences. Forcing a scared or anxious dog into social situations is like forcing someone with social anxiety to give a speech at a wedding. It makes everything worse. Punishment after the fact. Here's something that'll surprise you. Dogs live in the moment. Like, completely in the moment. So when you come home and find chewed shoes, and then yell at your dog, they have absolutely no idea what you're angry about. They just know you're upset, and that makes them anxious. They can't connect the dots like we can. Inconsistent rules. One day it's okay to be on the couch, the next day it's not. One person says sit before treats, another just hands them out. This drives dogs crazy because they're constantly trying to figure out what the rules are. And just when they think they've got it figured out, the rules change. Strong perfumes and air fresheners. Dogs smell the world differently than we do. Their noses are like 1,000 times more sensitive than ours. So that lovely vanilla candle you just lit, to your dog, it's like someone's blasting death metal in their face. Strong scents can actually cause them headaches and stress. Leaving them alone too long. Dogs are pack animals. They weren't designed to be alone for 8 to 10 hours a day. When we leave them alone for extended periods, they don't just get bored, they get anxious, depressed, and sometimes destructive. That chewed couch isn't revenge, it's a cry for help. Not giving them enough mental stimulation. Physical exercise is great, but dogs need mental exercise too. A bored dog is a destructive dog. And we're not just talking about chewing things up. A mentally unstimulated dog can develop behavioral problems, anxiety, and even depression. Skipping the sniff walk, you want to get from point A to point B as fast as possible. Your dog wants to read the newspaper of smells along the way. But here's the thing, sniffing isn't just fun for dogs, it's necessary. It's how they understand their world, get mental stimulation, and release stress. Constantly pulling them away from interesting smells is like someone interrupting you every time you try to read something. Using retractable leashes, these things seem convenient, but dogs hate the uncertainty. The leash goes tight, then loose, then tight again. They never know how far they can go, or when they're gonna get yanked back. It's stressful and confusing. Bathing them too often. Unless your dog is actually dirty or smelly, they don't need weekly baths. Overbathing strips their skin of natural oils, causes irritation, and honestly, most dogs find the whole experience traumatic. Using their name for negative things. Max, no. Max, stop. Max, bad dog. Pretty soon, Max is gonna start ignoring his name because he associates it with trouble. Dogs should have positive associations with their names, not negative ones. Not respecting their personal space. Dogs have personal boundaries too. Some dogs don't like their paws touched. Others get uncomfortable when you reach over their head. And some just need space when they're eating or sleeping. But we often ignore these signals because we think our dogs should tolerate anything from us. Changing their routines suddenly. Dogs are creatures of habit. They like knowing when dinner's coming, when walk time is, when bedtime happens. Sudden changes in routine can cause anxiety and behavioral problems. Using physical punishment. This should be obvious, but sadly it's not. Hitting, kicking, or using shock collars doesn't teach dogs what you want them to do. It just teaches them to fear you. And fear-based training creates more problems than it solves. Not providing a safe space. Every dog needs a place where they can go to feel safe and undisturbed. A crate, a bed, a corner of the room, something that's just theirs. Without this safe space, dogs can become chronically stressed. Ignoring their body language. Dogs are constantly communicating with us through their body language. Flattened ears, tucked tails, panting when it's not hot. These are all signs of stress or discomfort. But we often miss these signals and then wonder why our dog suddenly snapped or became aggressive. Making loud, sudden noises, vacuum cleaners, blenders, fireworks, shouting. These sounds can be genuinely terrifying for dogs. Their hearing is more sensitive than ours. So, what's moderately loud to us can be painfully loud to them. Not letting them be dogs. This is a big one. We want our dogs to be well behaved, which is great. But sometimes we go too far and try to suppress all their natural behaviors. Dogs need to sniff, dig, chew, run, and yes, sometimes roll in gross things. It's who they are. Teasing them, moving food just out of reach, pretending to throw a ball, hiding treats and making them search endlessly. This isn't fun for dogs, it's frustrating and stressful. It can actually damage your relationship with them. Not being a strong leader. Dogs need leadership but not dominance. They need someone who's calm, consistent, and confident. When we're anxious or uncertain, our dogs pick up on that energy and become anxious too. Taking their love for granted. And here's the last one, and maybe the most important. Dogs give us unconditional love. They forgive us when we mess up. They're excited to see us no matter what kind of day we've had. They love us even when we don't deserve it, but that doesn't mean we should take that love for granted. So yeah, that's the list. 26 things that our dogs wish we'd stop doing. And look, I'm not saying you're a bad dog owner if you do some of these things. We all do. The important thing is that we're willing to learn and change.